Hi everyone, welcome to edition 2 of Ask the ADHD Coach. You can ask me in the comments of these kind of videos, you can DM me, you can do things on our Instagram stories where there'll be a place where you can ask questions there. The question we had in on TikTok, really important one, which is, my question would be, why is it so difficult to trial meds for diagnosed ADHD? And why are the things they expect you to do to get there so unattainable for neurodivergent people? Just looking for advice and feeling very lost with the whole process. I think this is quite a common situation. We've come so far in the last 10 years as far as ADHD assessments go, especially for late diagnosed assessments. Now that in the UK, we're talking about UK here, there's two pathways to go through the NHS, through Right to Choose or other ways, and then also obviously private assessment. Problem private assessment, if you're looking to access medication, it's going to cost you a lot of money. And that becomes unattainable for a lot of us with neurodivergence. We may not be in a financially flush kind of way of living due to what the ADHD is doing. Ironically, the medication could help us build the kind of life which allows us to build a footing of thriving and being in a good place as far as security with careers and home owning and all that kind of good stuff. But obviously through the NHS, the issue we're then going to have is that there's a lot of steps you have to go through, having the assessment, and then that's passed on. And you have to work with specialists, psychiatrists. This is from what I know from the community. You then have to go through a few hoops there, and you have to wait quite a bit of time for that all to go through. And then the GP that you're with has to do this sort of shared agreement protocol, where the specialist hands over to them and then they prescribe it. It's going to take months, if not longer. Really frustrating and not very neuroaffirming either for a lot of those with ADHD, that all of these steps, all of executive functioning is a lot. So I really feel for everybody in this situation. All I will say is, as someone that's not medicated, it can make life tricky not being medicated, and it could transform my life. Who knows? But I don't want to go through all those steps or spend all that money, but at the same time, then that's a choice I'm making where I may still struggle in certain areas of my life. But I would say getting the support you need, if you have the resources, coaching, accessing the community for advice and tips, doing your research on supplementation, things like that's really important. I take Anqua's mushroom gummies, which really, really help my executive functioning, my mood. So it's all about trying to find all the holistic ways you can help yourself until the process of all of this catches up with how fast this is growing and the medical system can support us. So I hope that's useful. If you have any questions, pop it in the comments or DM me and I'll do it in the next video.